come to visit us in this wonderful weather. When did you arrive?
I got here this morning. I flew in from Tokyo by way of Istanbul.
From Tokyo by way of Istanbul, okay? What have you done in Tokyo?
We actually just got started on a fund in Tokyo that'll be Japan focused. So we have raising a $30 million fund for Japan.
And what will you do here?
Well, actually, we have a couple of things that brought us to Israel, but primary among them is we just hired Adam Benioun, who's in the audience right here. He's going to be running investments for us in Israel, and also Diana, yes, that's her profile. And also Diana Moldavsky, I'm not sure if she's in the room, but she's here somewhere. She's going to be in California, but also investing in Eastern Europe and Israel. So I have two people doing both consumer and B2B investments in Tel Aviv and Israel.
You know, Dave, I was regarded as being a prolific investor, but you told me to be a joke.
I still think you did a pretty damn good job, yes.
How many investments you have done in what period?
Collectively, we've done about 1,300 companies now, somewhere between 1,200 to 1,300 in the last 5 years.
1,200 to 1,300 in the last 5 years. And what does it take to be such a fast guy?
A lack of judgment and due diligence, I think.
We cannot do it for 1,200 companies that took us slowly.
Well, I think, you know, a lot of what we do is probably turning traditional venture capital on its head. We do a lot of things differently. We like to make a lot of small investments. So most of our investments are about $100,000 US. We invest very early, and there's often not a lot of information about whether a company's going to be huge when they're early. All we can really tell is, you know, does the product work? Is it useful? Are they making some money? And then we try and make an informed guess. But that informed guess we can make pretty quickly. And so I feel like one of the things that we can do is we can make a lot of small decisions, and that's helpful for a lot of ecosystems to give entrepreneurs a shot.
You know, when I'm asked what does it take to make so many investments, you know my answer. It takes two things: big checkbook and small brain.
I would agree with that. That's probably true. You know, we haven't always had as much capital under management as we do now, but we also have a lot more people. I think, you know, in general, our strategy is probably about being right 7 to 10% of the time. I think we find big outcomes or unicorns, maybe 50x to 100x outcomes about 1 to 2% of the time. We find other big wins that are maybe 10 to 20x outcomes about 5 to 10% of the time. And we still hope to have a lot of other companies that succeed, maybe on smaller outcomes.
Your first 100 investments.
Yes.
Give us the statistics.
So actually, I think I was probably better in the first 100 than I did in the last 100. If I look at my personal angel investments between 2004 and 2008, I did 13 investments. 3 of those were 100 million plus outcomes, Mint.com, Naturally, and SlideShare. The next 40 investments when I was working for Founders Fund, 3 of those 40 companies were billion-dollar outcomes. So Twilio, Credit Karma, and Zimride, which became Lyft. So I don't really think I'm going to ever do that well again. I think I got lucky when I was first getting started. But I think even on just 2% sort of large outcomes and maybe 5 to 10% good outcomes, you can build quite a reasonable investment return.
What is the total amount of money that you deployed so far?
I think probably about 135, maybe up to 140 million out of 200 million that we've raised so far.
And where did you get this money?
You know, we stand on street corners and we hold out signs, and occasionally people throw quarters in our hats.
Okay.
Well, it's been initially a lot of those folks were people that I worked with at PayPal and some other friends that worked at Facebook and Google. There were a few VCs that gave us money in the first fund. Later, as we raised the second and third fund, we got more corporate folks involved in some family offices, and more recently we've had some governments invest. But we've actually got probably over 400 LPs, close to 500. So we have maybe almost as many investors as we do startups. So a lot of small shops.
Guys, how many of you, anybody here who is interested to start a startup and want to raise funds, can you raise your hand?
Okay.
Okay, let's select one of them. And let's see, anybody want to...
Hold on. People want to raise some money.
Raise money.
How many of you have a shipping product?
A shipping product.
How many of you making some money from customers?
Some money for customers already. And let's say complete.
Okay, and growing more than 5% over the last 3 months consecutively.
Okay, check one and invite you to...
Okay, great. Any one of those folks I'll talk to.
No, we want one of them to come in.
Guy in the hat.
Time is up, come over. And you make the decision right now.
Right now?
Yes or no?
Oh, fuck. Wait, bring Adam up here because he's going to be writing the fucking check with these. We need more than $100,000. You let me off the hook, man.
Go back. You gotta want to. Everybody want to raise 100. Hey, you want to raise 100? Come over.
Well, you got shut down fast. That was harsh.
Look, this is the land of written.
Okay.
We have to read them down.
Okay, it's got to be quick pitch, got to be focused, right?
Any age preference?
As long as you got a functional product, we do not care.
Go ahead.
Looks like a fine young boy.
My name is Joel Reshef, and I am the founder of Voyager.com.
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 You have the Voyager.com.
Not Voyager.
Voyager. V-O-Y-A-J-O.
Oh, V-O-Y-A-J. Okay, great. Actually, that's not very great at all, but let's get past that.
It's a worldwide free planner.
What?
It's a worldwide free planner.
You know, I'm sorry, I have a really terrible time understanding.
It's a worldwide.
Worldwide.
You don't understand the true way how you have to speak English. Israeli accent. It's a worldwide.
Why we hired a local so I can understand
You remember John Lantos?
Yes.
The congressman from California?
Actually, I do. He was my congressman.
True. He told me if you want to understand Shakespeare, you have to hear in Hungarian. If you want to understand pitches, you have to hear them in Israeli English.
Okay, so it's a worldwide free planner. It's a
free trip planner.
Free
worldwide free trip planner.
It's a community one.
It's a community one.
Okay. That's good. I hope it's a community.
It helps you to plan a trip.
Okay. Help you to plan a trip.
So over the world.
Great. That's a very competitive field. There's a lot of people doing trip planning. What makes you different?
We are different in the way that we solve the problem. That whenever you want to plan a trip, there is a lot of obstacles.
Okay.
There is a lot of data in the internet. You have magazines.
Sorry, can we get to some specifics? How much money did you make from this product last month?
We are now in a stage that we are only in the beginning.
I thought you held your hand. Weren't you one of the people holding your hand up while you're shipping and getting revenue?
We have a little revenue now.
A little revenue.
And we have a business plan.
Like how much? Oh, you have a business plan. I'm sorry, I won't invest in it. He's got a business plan.
Okay.
I don't want to invest in people with business plans.
We didn't bring you to insult people. Now you have to invest in him. You know what? You offended him.
I didn't mean to offend him, but he basically did not answer my question about revenue. You also said he's got a business plan. That's avoiding my question and telling me about something that I don't want.
You asked what we are different.
We're different in that you have a business plan.
No. We are different because we are making it very easy and very fast to start planning your trip with all the information that you need.
Okay.
In the destinations, we have a lot of...
These are very qualitative assessments, and those are interesting.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
For sake of fairness, you see tomorrow for 15 minutes and you listen to it carefully. Anybody agree to it?
85.
10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? We negotiate because we are not going to resolve it here.
I understand.
Okay, thank you. Now I want to tell you something. Now I want to tell you two things.
Yes.
Mr. McClure. Number one, you're asking two irrelevant questions. If I may.
What was it? He wants to pitch too. What makes you special?
Hi guys, my name is Shai. I'm the CEO of the company called UIM Wing. We are making 3D printers. U-I-M, win. If you take U-I-M, then you turn it upside down, you get win, because you and me only can win.
Okay, 3D printers.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, now what we do, we don't make it actually 3D printer. We make a plug-and-play system, meaning that everything that you can take from the printer, you take out the head and you replace another head, and you have a completely different destination. Meaning that if you had a head for plastic, you can have a head for milling, and a head for chocolate, and a head for
multi-head 3D printer.
Sorry?
Multi-head 3D printer for various materials.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Customer revenue growth.
Okay. We just started 1 month ago.
Just
finished the product 1 month ago. We established it. We took the product out to the market 1 month ago. We sold to the Tel Aviv University. We sold to Keter. We sold to
You've got a product that people want to buy. Awesome! That's the default.
Virtime company is a plastic company in the north.
Okay.
It's providing services to customers that comes and they have printings, they have plastic materials, they use our printer.
Can I ask you, how much money you were making on those sales?
Okay, just this month we made around 10,000 shekel. Meaning we sell 4 Tel Aviv University.
Sorry, I didn't do the math conversion, but that's
10,000 shekel is about $250,000 in 1 month.
2,500
in 1 month. You must be investing in this company, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so a little under 2,000 US per month.
No, it's 2,500.
It's London 2,100. That's
The question is how we made the money. We made the money from selling 3D printer to Tel Aviv University.
Okay, is there something there that you knew?
No, nothing. They just came and saw our printer. They could give me a call. He's a scientist called Gad Levi. You can check him out.
Let me show some respect.
Wait.
No, this is great. I'm not like, he's got a sale.
How many printers you sold in the first months in your life?
Well, I'm assuming he was working on it for longer than just the last month.
True. We started 2 years ago. The first product was a machine for industry. It was modular.
This is interesting enough.
Who think that Dave McClure should invest $100,000 in this thing? We don't need money. Because that's
Sir, we do not, this is not a democracy. You guys don't get a vote. It's my fucking money.
Okay.
Alright, you should talk to Adam.
But let me say something. I'm not sure I want your investment. I'm not sure I want your investment.
You're not sure I want your investment?
No. I would say no, I'm not good.
We was obviously pitching to you and not pitching to me.
Our model doesn't give a F on money.
Okay, so if you don't want my investment, I don't want you stealing my airtime. Get off the fucking stage.
Okay?
Talk to Adam before. By the way, just to
Intel, by the way, took our space, gave our free space because they fell in love in our printer.
Why did we
Just come to Intel to see our printer. You will get the understanding what is quality.
Good, great.
You operate in
So, not that Harvard is our specialty, but you might want our investment because we happen to invest in a company called MakerBot.
You stand on your knees and ask him that you will take the money.
I'm not here to kiss Entrepreneur's ass. I'm not here to put them on a pedestal. All I want to know is, do you have a product? Have you sold it to customers? Is that working? It's a very simple set of questions.
I want to react on this. Can I react on this?
Sure.
Criteria. I think these criteria are totally not valid.
Okay, and that's great. You can write your checks based on your
I write my checks, yes. I will tell you why. Number one, I think the most important thing is the quality of the people.
Okay. Do you know how good that guy is in the last 3 minutes?
No, and I will
So how are you going to make that assessment?
I will tell you. You came here, you have to learn something.
Okay.
I have no chance in my life to assess how good he is. But I tell you, who knows how good he is. His friends from school, from army, from the youth movement, from the community, shut up like you finish. Then we want to hear that you listen to me, that you want to disturb me. They know how good he is and the way it is to ask them. Okay. And then you get a real reading of the quality of the person.
Can I ask
Ideas are overrated.
Can I ask the audience a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yossi's going to take a half an hour to an hour and ask that guy's friends if he's a good person, smart person. I'm going to take a half an hour to an hour and go talk to his customers and say, do you like his product and is it working? And then we get to make an investment decision. How many of you think that my process is a good process, better process? How many people think Yossi's process is a good process? You guys are all going to lose a fuck ton of money. And I'm going to make a lot of money. You want to learn whether someone's a great entrepreneur, you talk to their fucking customers, not their friends. Because their friends are going to say, oh, they're great, they're awesome. My mom is telling me, my mom thinks I'm really awesome. Guess what? My mom's not the fucking customer unless I'm selling something that my mom wants.
I want to tell you something. You talk to the drink guy.
We got an open mic for hecklers here.
The guy from the tree planning that you humiliated.
I didn't humiliate him. That's bullshit.
You told me that many people are doing this. Now, let me tell you, when we developed ICQ, we were the first one through. Then there were 1,000 other people. Just a minute. Then there were 1,000 other people which tried to copy us and didn't get anywhere. Then Skype came after 1,000 applications and took the whole space. You know why?
Yeah.
Because then instead of 3.4 kilohertz, then we gave 8. They made one feature, but 20 years after we created ICQ, WhatsApp came and took a whole space, which you had 10,000 offers. Right. So the fact that people that there are a lot of offering show you that the market is varied. This is not a reason not to invest.
I think, Yossi, you were a brilliant entrepreneur and you saw the messaging market 20 years before it got
Not me. My partners, I didn't know anything about it. So the fact if the space is dense, that's not a deficiency.
No, that's fine. All I'm saying is that we make a lot of decisions based on, do customers like the product, do they pay for the product, and is growth happening? And you can do a lot of other due diligence, but those three basic things are like, a lot of what we make decisions on, and the results are pretty good. And so I think if you're just filtering for, have you shipped the product, are customers buying it, is it growing, and you just make your decision on only those three things, you probably have a pretty decent set of outcomes.
Good. When are you coming again?
What's that?
When are you coming again?
When am I coming again? I don't know. I think I gotta wait until you guys have another sandstorm because the weather here is pretty awesome right now. Well, I hope that I'll be coming again at least once a year, maybe twice a year. But Adam's gonna be here all the time, and Diana should be here at least once a quarter. I hope we're gonna make at least 10 investments a year, maybe 20 investments a year if Adam isn't too lazy. I know there's a ton of talent here, and I actually want to apologize if you haven't been here earlier, because we've been overlooking.
This was very good because you left.
Fred Wilson, Josh Hoffman, Brad Felder, all in my top 3.
Good names. Google.
Still innovating, surprisingly.
Facebook.
Still kicking ass and a billion users.
Amazon.
Probably a tough place to work, but still awesome.
Apple.
Still secretive as shit and might be losing the red, but still pretty fucking awesome.
The best source to steal the best source to steal talented workers to the startups.
The best place to steal talented workers for your startups. Pre-IPO companies, employees, 2.5 years vested.
Okay, Yahoo.
Yeah. How much Alibaba stock do they own still? Tough story.
Marisa.
But I have tremendous respect for Marissa, but tough fucking story.
Stock market.
Which one?
American Nasdaq.
It's okay. Probably a little overpriced. I put my money in startups instead.
Yeah, where the market is going.
Where the U.S. market is going? I don't really care. I play the private market. It doesn't matter to me.
Bubbles.
China, probably. India getting there, maybe a little bit. Yeah, bubbles are overrated. There's a bubble in bubble talk.
And last question, favorite move?
Still working on getting better.
David McClure is awesome. Don't you think he's awesome?
What a great opening